Here we go. We're gonna start the Kahoot. Boom. Endangered animals losing ground. What makes animals endangered, and how can we protect endangered animals? I think we might actually learn something here, folks. Here we go. This. Whoever thought that puppets could be educational? Kind of funny. Watch the video. What the heck is that thing next to the puppet? Some kind of rat. Yeah. It could be a mouse. We know that it doesn't have a mouth. Does the rat thing have a
Is
voice?
the place where it lives. That's right.
Oh my. All right, here we go. Share this tab instead. What does it mean when an animal is endangered? There are many of them in the wild, or there are not many of them at all. What if they have a whole lot in captivity? By technicality, chihuahuas would be endangered. Now you guys know, chihuahuas, they're endangered. Okay, all right. Mary, good job. And Mrs. Whoa. guys, Mrs. Flu, she's not able to cheat right now, like she normally does. And she's number 2 up there. It's pretty good. I'm kind of relatively impressed. We'll see if she can keep this up. Which of these animals can become endangered? Choose all the correct answers. Birds, insects, mammals, or reptiles. Which one of these can all become endangered? The correct answer was all of them, but not all of you got all of the correct answers. Interesting. Maybe that is why things go extinct, because not all of them know the truth, and therefore evolution is real. We got Mary with 2579. Well, she's like cleaning up house, and Joseph Frost's ghost just bumped Mrs. Flu into 3rd, and so cruising 4th. And Paul, I thought you were the animal guy. Come on, Paul. I expect more from you. True or false? Because there are thousands of Amur leopards in the wild, they are not endangered. Wait. If they're supposed to be like the love leopards, should they have like more babies? They should have more babies if they're the Amur leopards. They look at each other, they go, meow. But no, there's 60, because they don't know how to like get past that first stage. They meet each other and they don't get along. I don't know. It's not my thing. Here we go. Next. Mary with 3,500. Joseph Frost with 28.9. And Mrs. Flu still lagging behind in 3rd place, with Paul in a near 3rd place. Okay. Which word means the place where animals live? Endangered, habitat, mammal, pollution. The answer is definitely pollution. Animals live in pollution, which is also technically true. And if I was answering this question and I had the choice of like editing this, 100% it would be pollution. Choose pollution. None of you chose pollution. Friggin' redhead lady. Ugh. Okay, here we go. Why do people listen to redheads? Mary with 4,444. Mrs. Flu bumped back up into 2nd. I feel like this is like a legit challenge right now. Here we go. Which things do animals need in their habitats? Toilet paper. Mating spaces, which is technically true. Because you don't want them to go endangered. Shelter, food, air, water. Okay, this is obnoxious. If someone doesn't get the answer correct, you don't deserve any of those. Okay. Who missed one? Who missed shelter? Because, I mean, technically that person's right. Not all animals actually need shelter. Lots of animals don't have shelter. Look at the streets of like New York or California. And then Mary maintaining her first, and then Paul in second with Joseph Frost. And new Mrs. Flu. She's getting knocked down to fifth. Slowly. True or false? All animals live in the same kind of habitat. Earth. All animals live on Earth. See, this is true. Okay, so they all live on Earth. They need Earth to survive. Otherwise, the animals will die. Put them into space. See, some of you understood. The answer was true. Good job, people. Thank you. Thank you for going with me. They all deserve Earth. So whoever made this test sucks. Mary with 6,754, and Paul with 6,077, and Mrs. Flu, when the odds are even, got knocked off the board. So that's what happened, because Flying Blind and Stephanie, they're rocking it. They're rocking it. Here we go. What is the most common cause of animals becoming endangered? Being hunted, getting sick, living with pollution, losing their habitats. What's the most common? Probably getting sick. Blame Mrs. Flu. That's the key. Blame her. Flying Blind is now in. Oh man, Mrs. Flu is back in second. How would she get second? But Flying Blind, well done. You got a substantial lead. You kind of like humbled Mary, right? If a habitat gets smaller, what happens? Fewer animals can live there. More animals can live there. The same amount of animals can live there. I would say if an habitat gets smaller, you can put more things in it, because that's going to happen by necessity. So it's going to like force everything together. That doesn't even make sense, because there's going to be more fighting and eating and all that, and everyone's going to be happier. They all get to talk to each other more. Late at night, when they're all a little chilly, they can all snuggle. Big spoon, little spoon. Which can be types of pollution? Choose the correct answers. Those are just pictures. We got trash. We got exhaust, which is actually good. We got steam coming out of pipes, and we got trash. It looks like a lot of. Those are steam pipes, guys. That's not even like smokestacks. Steam. That's white. Steam doesn't pollute. Flying Blind's in first place, but Mary's catching up, and same with Mrs. Flu, and so Cruz is down there with Karen kind of with him. Put these steps in order, with the first at the top and last at the bottom. Food chain. Ooh, okay. So sick pelicans' eggs didn't hatch. The people sprayed chemicals to kill bugs. The chemicals made the fish sick. The pelicans ate the fish and got sick. Okay, so the chemicals. So the first thing is the chemicals made the fish sick. And then the people sprayed the chemicals to kill the bugs. Which makes sense, because fish and bugs, they're fish eat bugs. And then the sick pelicans, their eggs didn't hatch. And that's why they ate the fish, because they were depressed. There you go. That's the order. It's a long time. What? Flying Blind got points, and so did Mrs. Flu. Don't let her win, guys. She needs to suffer. She needs to suffer. True or false? In most places, the brown pelican is no longer endangered. Which would mean that it is endangered, because it's the wild, and the wild is a big place. And so, so it means it's always endangered. Always. See? I was correct. Flying Blind blew his streak. But so did Mrs. Flu, which allowed Joseph Frosco's to go up. This obnoxious redheaded woman wants us to sacrifice animals. She wants us to kill animals and their habitats. What an evil woman. She even has the little mouse rat thing there in the space suit. It should be speaking up for its friends. But no, this woman, she hates the world. These redheads. Ugh, gosh. It's like so obnoxious. Which of these actions can help animals? Choose all correct answers. Cleaning up pollution. Yeah. Destroy someone else's home. Plant trees to make a bigger habitat. Yeah, for all those prairie animals that like to have open spaces. Destroy their home. Taking care of local habitats. You know what? The last time the mob took care of something, it didn't go well for anyone else. And throwing away trash correctly. Again, you're taking away someone's food. Flying blind wins. Congratulations, flying blind on a rocket cycle. You had victory. You won. You beat Mrs. Flu, who was like stuck on the podium. She couldn't get down. That's how it happened. She's just stuck there with Joseph Frost right behind. So congratulations to Joseph and Flying Blind. Well done. I'm excited for you guys. Hey there! So what you just watched was a portion of our live show that happens on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Apparently you were too lazy to be there that time, but maybe you'll be there next time. Remember, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern.